Watch me as I take off. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm paid off. I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce. La da da, watch out, I'm coming, yeah. I know, I'm a hustler, I go. Got me running, got me gunning for thrones. I won't go back, no pass, blow past so fast, I'm gone. Grow fast, big splash, all cash, like watch me as I take off. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm paid off. I'll be blurring my vision, sipping on that bass sauce. La da da, I'll be eating Kobe steak hot. La da da, got that fish sushi grade raw. La la la, I'm on vacation, I'ma stay off. La la la, now I'm taking all my days off. La la la, yeah, I'll be.
Hello everybody and welcome to the FMRA Grand Stock Series, and we're here right now watching Tyler Ferguson, not because he was fastest during practice, but just because we want to. I'm Lee Dark and I got Josh Aldridge with me as always. Josh.
Well, we've had a beautiful weekend of racing, and the sportsman race was awesome. Nash, not near as awesome. But let's see if it's going to be the icing on the cake and have an epic race.
Let's see if we can lose the moniker. I'm allowed to say this one time. Let's see if we can lose the moniker of Demolition Derby Racing.
Yeah, let's hope we can do that.
Tyler Ferguson in that Goodwrench 3, who had to go through a lot of work to get that lined up, Josh.
A lot of work, and I'm glad he done it. I'm glad he went through the trouble because I like seeing that back on the track.
Let's see if Goodwrench is going to allow it to stay around for a while. That'll be icing on the cake. I know Tyler was trying to get permission to use the original 3 font with no luck there.
No, but you know it's fine the way it is.
It does look good with the Ferguson Motorsports font, but alright. Let's see exactly how this is ending up here. Tyler Ferguson about to where he's going. Right now he's in the little S's. Are we going to have a caution flag, Josh?
I'm going to say no.
You think everybody's got it figured out for this race?
Well, yeah, and they race so conservative for the most part in the previous races that I think it's going to roll over to this race, and I think it's going to be a caution-free.
Wow, well right now, sitting on the pole is none other than the 00 of Billy Ray Dog, driving for himself in this series.
Makes me want a Snickers every time I see that car.
Billy Ray Dog getting Snickers and Burger King after losing McDonald's sponsorship and other deals that were made there. Looks like Brett Rainier currently holding second, Chris Chaos third, Jack Bad in the 21 fourth, and then Jeremy Stalehorn in the 27 in fifth. Uh-oh. Numbers are starting to change. Is anyone going to beat Billy Ray Dog?
Well, he on a fast lap.
Doesn't look so.
Excuse me.
Let me go ahead and run the order, and then we'll get to Jabberjawing as always. Sitting on the pole, you got the none other than the 00 of Billy Ray Dog. Sitting next to him is the 88 of Brett Rainier. Then we got the 007 of Chris Chaos. Next to the 1 of Rory Thompson. You got the 21 of Jack Bed. Next to the 611 of Corey Gamble. You got the 27 of Jeremy Stalehorn. Next to the 74 of Barry Sternparts Jr. You got the 710 of Chronic High. Next to the 59 of Christopher Rich. You got the 69 of Joseph Robinson. Next to the 17 of Sophie Ray Dog. You got the 7 of Christian Gunn next to the 15 of Triple C. You got the 387 of Trey Fanta next to the 93 of Chris Gamble. You got the 420 of Zane High next to the 60 of Summer Rain. You got the 57 of Bruno next to the 98 of Brad Miller. You got the 65 of Taylor Berger next to the 66 of Ralph McGinnis. You got the 22 of G.A.M.E next to the 001 of Mike Storm. You got the 002 of Brandon Cook next to the 3 of Tyler Ferguson. You got the 000 Jackson Beauregard next to the 99 of Chris Michaels. You got the 5 of Aaron Aldridge next to the 56 of Mikey Henderson. You got the 8 of Brett Aldridge next to the 18 of Austin Kiesler. That bring up the rear. We got Ryan Chess. Ryan Chess sent to the rear, and his crew chief sent out of the race just for this race for changes to the splitter on the front, Josh.
Yeah, I was made aware of the changes that they made to the car this morning, and I want to say that I did not authorize those changes. Of course, I no, and although I'm unhappy with the outcome, but I support the decision to send him home for the race because rules are rules.
It ended up being your decision, wasn't it? You had to make the final call?
I had to make the final call. You're right. I mean, I didn't want to bring that up, but yes, I had to make the call, and it was a tough one to make, but the right one.
I would have to agree. I mean, you make changes after your car's been inspected, and you deserve to pay the consequences.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't do the crime, don't do the time. I mean, other way around. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
This is very true. Now, let's look at Barry Sternparts Jr. here in the 74. That 26 is gone, as you see. The 74 has took its place. It's going to be something to get used to, but it's definitely, I think, a change for the better for that team. Like I said, Barry picked the 74 because it meant something to him. The 26, although he won the championship with it, had no significance to him himself. It was just something that was assigned to him, and he, at the time, didn't really have a care otherwise, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I've said it before, I like to change.
Waiting for these drivers to get the okay to pull off as soon as the pace car starts. The 88 of Brett Rainier there in second, going to be with the M&M 88. Going to be something exciting, Josh.
Excited indeed.
Something else I'd like to note, Rory Thompson there in third place, starting up front.
Sorry about that. Was getting distracted by a spam caller. Don't want to talk to them, so let's get back to what's important.
The number 1 of Rory Thompson there in third place, Josh, like I was saying. And, I mean, we've seen him be in this position before and did not work out for the rest of the field. Hopefully he can hold that line today.
Hopefully you can. And I'm just noticing that our top 4 is heavily on the sweet tooth side of the sponsors.
You know, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong there at all. Can we get a better look? Yeah, M&M, Snickers, Nesquik.
Nesquik.
And then Kellogg's not too far back.
Kellogg's and Burger King and Let's even throw Mike Spites in there as well.
Yeah, good old Mike Spites. Here we go. Austin Kiesler again not having a good time in this Grand Stock Series in these new cars, starting at the back of the pack, Josh.
Not at all. I mean, he's just having a string of bad luck.
And it sucks for the driver because the teams themselves are loving these new cars, how cheap they are for parts and just everything else. But we do have several drivers who have not had a good time.
No, you're right. I mean, you're going to have a few in every bunch that don't like something for various reasons, and it's just the way it is.
I mean, everyone will admit that it's been better racing. It's been better. Like before, we rarely had spare equipment. It was really hard to get these cars repaired and back out on the field. Very costly as well. But these new cars, most of the stuff's made either in their shop or in one of the lead manufacturing team shops.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's definitely been lighter on the pocketbook.
With Fat Money Racing being the main manufacturer for the Chevy side of these cars, Ford is Aldridge Racing, Ferrari only has one team, so Rich Money Racing, and so on. Dodge is Gamble Motorsports. Pontiac IDK Racing, and then Toyota, I believe, and don't get me wrong, I believe it's Snap-on.
I believe you're right. Big dip to pit road as we're fixing to go racing.
Here we go!
Oh, although with the drop of the green flag, let me make my pick. I'm not saying this because he's got a huge run right now. I'm just going with history here. I believe Billy Ray Dog will win today's race.
Well, you heard it here. Josh has went with Billy Ray Dog, the man leading. Rory Thompson jumps up to second, and then you got Corey Gamble right behind him. These guys, ooh.
More moves like that, and I might have to rethink my pick.
What about you say about no caution flag? Into the grass! Go Barry Sternparts Jr. there in the back.
We're going to have some cautions, I do believe now. These drivers are pushing it to the edge and trying to make something out of nothing in the back.
Right now, Billy Ray Dog is your leader. Rory Thompson second. Corey Gamble there in third. And who knows how this one's going to go, Josh? Maybe we should have waited a lap or two to make our pick.
Possibly.
Right now, though, Billy Ray Dog does have the preferred position. I mean, no one in front of you, no one really beside you or close to behind you, except for Rory Thompson. They're getting a little closer. Look at this. The 27 of Jeremy Stelhorn and the 69 of Joseph Robinson running back to back. It's like the 27 team picked up right where they left off with Jarl with Jeremy Stelhorn, Josh.
Picked off where they left off and just hasn't missed a beat.
Rory's starting to get up to the bumper of Billy Ray Dog, but Billy's going to try to pull away with this one. So how did you feel when they announced road courses in this season's festivities, Josh?
I liked it, to be honest. You know, my look on road courses has changed. I used to hate them, but I've grown to like them. The atmosphere, and you know, and all that is just makes out for a great weekend and great racing. And right now we're seeing some awesome racing.
I mean, so far, caution free, knock on wood. Corey Gamble holding on to third. Chris Chaos has made his way up here. He's sitting fourth. And then Brett Rainier holding on to fifth, as Christopher Rich starting to come out of nowhere in that 59 Ferrari. And then also, I mean, you got Barry Sternparts here in that 74, looking to make you guys remember that car for sure. You see Rory trying to pick exactly where he's going to go to try to get a run on that 00, but he's not getting no closer to him than he has been. I don't know what he's going to have to do, Josh.
Sit there and wait for a mistake on Billy Ray Dog, and just be there when it does happen and execute.
Corey Gamble starting to get a little fast here, catching up to Rory. Billy got a little loose there, but not enough for Rory to gain.
No, Billy seems to have a sizable lead for the moment. Rory may be wanting to start looking in that rearview mirror as he's about to have some company.
Corey Gamble trying to stick it in low on Rory in that corner, but didn't have enough oomph there. Chris Chaos, though, starting to gain as well, and then Brett Rainier and Christopher Rich there, not too far off. Christopher Rich a little further back than he was. Rory got real loose in that corner there. The whole line had to get slowed up. Corey Gamble really pushing hard at the 1, and this is where mistakes can be made, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely right. Mistakes can be made, and that's big moves can be also made.
We have seen Rory really starting to fight to be towards the front here in Season 2. And in pretty much all series, even though there's been talks of this being his last season with Rad Roots Racing. How do you feel about that, Josh?
He's trying his best to stay where he's at, you know, with strong runs, or even petition for new rides if it does come to an end.
Well, I'm sure somebody, after seeing this season, willing to give Rory at least a chance. I'm sure if he does get let go. Right now, though, his biggest worry is that 611 and then that 007 back there who's starting to just really start poking and hoping, Josh.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Billy wants to see. He wants to see the people behind him racing for positions, because, as we said time and time again, that slows them down and that allows him to check out.
Chris Chaos really looking for an opportunity to get around Corey. I don't know if the Snap-on Toyota has something for him, or if he's just hoping the line comes to him. I'm not sure. He is looking to the opposite of him at any chance he gets, Josh.
Looking and hoping and.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Rich is going to push the 88 up. 27 going to go with him. You know, we've seen this last few races, and I didn't necessarily believe it, but it looks like Pontiac and Ferrari manufacturers, or the teams themselves, have been kind of working together here, Josh.
Yeah, they have formed an alliance because I reckon you can say they kind of feel like the, what's the word? They formed the alliance because they're a minority.
You know, I gotta agree with you. I actually, off the top of my head, can't think of more than IDK Racing as a Pontiac team. Or sorry, Brainbuster Motorsports. Oh, IDK Racing, yeah, they're also Pontiac. So I guess they do have 4 cars Pontiac, but I think that's where it stops, Josh.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, now Billy Ray Dog really running away with that lead.
Yeah, he's definitely running away with it and saying, see ya.
Eight laps into this 30-lap race. Will we see pit stops, Josh?
Yeah, we will.
Oh, look at the shrunken gap there. Billy Ray Dog really trying to get away from that one, but that one is on him.
That one is there, yeah. I mean, this is exactly what Billy did not want to see. But let's see how we can handle under the pressure.
Well, right now he's pulling away from the one. But we've seen this before. Side by side, Joseph Robinson and Jeremy Stelhorn there. Brainbuster Motorsports. Look how well they held it together. 27 still gets washed up, but they did a really good job there avoiding each other and holding that corner to the best of their ability.
A really good job at that, yeah.
And look at Barry Sternparts Jr., who has made his way to 9th place. After falling back quite a ways. I mean, he was back there behind Triple C for a good while.
Yeah, he created the mistakes that he's made and making his way through the field. He's obviously got something figured out.
Ralph McGinnis, he is a one-car team. He has only the car here in the Grand Stocks. He could have chose to purchase a truck and an SK or Dash Series vehicles for the price he paid for this one-car team, but he wanted to be in the Grand Stocks, Josh.
I think he made the right decision.
And what's funny is he actually had a sponsor. If he would have went to the truck series, that would have paid for a good majority of a second car or a second truck for his team, Josh. And he turned it down.
Well, sometimes, following what you want to do is more important than the money itself, and that's what he's doing.
Billy Ray Dog once again has extended his lead, pulling away from Rory. But give Rory a couple laps and he'll reel it back in. We're 11 laps out of 30 here at Summit Point Motorsports Park. Corey Gamble in third place, Chris Chaos in fourth, and Christopher Rich is going to round out top 5, Josh.
And top 5 indeed. I mean, we got a beautiful, top 5 is just spectacular.
Christopher Rich hasn't necessarily had a great start to the season either, but they're starting to pull it in.
Well, I've said it time and time again, it does not matter how you start, it's how you finish. And if they're figuring something out as the season progresses.
Pit stops. Things can be won and lost on pit road. We've seen that in the Sportsman Series yesterday, where Mikey Henderson took the win from Chronix High off pit road, Josh.
He took he got the lead off pit road and just never let it go after that. Even causing Chronix to make a critical mistake trying to gain the ground that he lost.
Right here, right at that corner, into that sand that placed there by the FMRA, because we had a lot of rain on Thursday when everybody was supposed to practice. No cautions yet, Josh.
Not yet.
Ooh.
It's getting that long green flag feel to it.
And Rich is going to gain another position. Rich has got a fast Ferrari here. Is he going to be able to make something of it, Josh?
I believe so.
They're starting to talk about pitting over the radio, and I think Rich has a pretty good pit team. If he gets close enough, he could steal the lead here.
Yeah, shades of yesterday.
Rich going for the pass. He's got it, Josh. 611 washes up, and the 59 of Christopher Rich is going to take third. Look at these two side by side.
Ooh, the touch!
Oh, he 88 into the grass. He doesn't hit nothing. He saves it. We're staying green flag racing, Josh.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, they was just banging for position, and Sig, when they should have sagged, and they paid the price.
I thought you were about to have your caution flag you called at the start of this race.
Yeah, I did too. But at least they green.
And now you know that he's getting told, hey, Rich is coming. And he's coming fast.
Yeah.
As he's going to push in hard here into this corner. He's going to get up right to the bumper almost of the one. Can he hold it from here? Like we said, Josh, things are won and lost on pit road. And if this goes to pit road, I'd be on that radio getting everybody ready. If I was the 00 in the 1 car, Josh.
Yeah, I'll be giving them that final pep talk, making everybody make sure they got everything loosened up and ready to go, so they can make them, the quickest pit stop as possible.
The 88 of Brett Reinier fell back to 21st place. Now, on what lap do you think we're going to see pit stops?
Honestly, I would have thought we'd done seen them by now. So your guess is as good as mine.
I'm thinking we'll see them about lap 26. Maybe a little sooner, maybe lap 20.
Sounds like a good number.
Mikey Henderson had to go to pit road.
I saw that earlier, and I figured we was going to see the rest of them hit pit road, but apparently not. He may have had an issue because he's, 2 laps down now?
2 laps down, maybe. Mikey got into something, but if he didn't go to caution, we aren't told about it here on the radio.
No, we're not. So we're not made aware of it. So you can't hold us. You can't hold that against us.
Well, right now things have kind of evened out, except for Rich. He's still gaining on that one, just hasn't found an opening to really make something of it yet.
I believe that might be your key word, yet.
Billy Raydog is getting a good lead here.
Indeed, he is getting them a fantastic lead.
Right now, untouchable is Billy Raydog. He's no one going to pit road yet.
Rich is making a move.
And now, if I was Billy Raydog, I would be worried.
Yeah, indeed. And the crew chief is relaying that information to him, and Billy's starting to look at that review mirror.
Rich has made his way through this pack so methodically. I mean, he has planned every move. It's been smooth like butter. And if that speed continues going forward, he's going to catch Billy Raydog, and Billy Raydog's going to have problems.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, I couldn't say it any better myself.
And you can just see him pulling away from Rory here.
Pulling away from Rory and pulling in Billy.
Like we said, Rich has a fantastic pit crew. This is where things could get hairy for Billy Ray Dog. Rory's ran up front most of the race, but he's fallen off. Almost got passed there by Corey Gamble. Another lap or two, and Corey Gamble might have him. Rory catching back up to Rich, but they are getting closer to Billy Ray Dog.
That's just it. Not only, I mean, everybody's catching him. Maybe the tires are going away from him. Maybe he pushed it too far and just having to wait until he can hit pit road at the right time. But the handling is going away on Billy's car.
This is about where I'll assume we start seeing pit stops, because if it's not here, then I don't know when pit road will be seen or if we will see pit road. But right now, Rich is still gaining on that 00.
Pit road.
Oh, here we go.
Everybody to pit road. This is where it could be crucial.
I was damn near exactly on with my go. Rich is in his pit stall. Horrible camera angle, guys. Oh, Billy Ray Dog made it out with ease.
Huge. He gained a lot of ground on pit road.
But new tires, is he going to remember how to drive on them new tires? That has been, or at least was, the problem with everyone coming off of pit road in the Sportsman Series, Josh.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see if he can handle it with ease. And as you said, as laps are quickly winding down.
10 laps to go. Billy Ray Dog is your leader. Joseph Robinson jumped some positions off that pit stop.
Wow.
With a 2.88 between Billy Ray Dog and Rich. Is there even enough laps left for Rich to make this up?
I don't think so. Not without Billy making a mistake. I mean, he Billy had a fantastic pit stop. Something must have happened on Rich's pit stop to make him lose the ground that he had.
We're getting word that it wasn't necessarily the pit stop that costed Rich, it was traffic on pit road.
Oh, okay.
He got caught up with the car getting into the stall in front of him, and that's why he is so far behind, Josh.
All right. I mean that would explain it, and you just how it happens every once in a while. It's part of it.
You know, Dodge won the Dash Series, but if Billy Ray Dog can pull off this win, this is 2 wins in a row for Ford.
You're right. Yeah.
So does Ford currently hold the recipe for the Summit Point Parkway, or Motorsports Park, or whatever the hell it's called?
It looks to be that way.
Billy Ray Dog extended the lead last time around to a 3.235. Let's see what it is this time around. .8. So again, Rich gaining ground, but he's gonna have to start gaining a lot with 7 laps to go.
But if anybody can do it, it is Rich.
Let's go ahead and look
Rich
at.
got some company.
Rich does have some company. Joseph Robinson not too far off. Corey Gamble in 4th. Barry Sternparts Jr. is in 5th right now with Chris Gamble right outside top 5 and 6th. But really what this comes down to is Billy Ray Dog. As Billy Ray Dog is going to come across the line here. And we'll see what Rich's time is. Is he gaining any more, any less? And extended the gap to a 3-3 again. Well, you know what they say, Josh? Every dog has his day, and this could be Billy Ray Dog's day.
Oh, he's definitely having a day today.
6 laps to go.
You know the crew chief's on the radio with him right now saying you have a sizable lead. Race conservative. Do not do anything stupid. Do not take it in there too hot because, it just takes one critical mistake and you can go from records to checkers in a heartbeat. Or records the other way around.
I understood what you're saying.
Yeah, checkers to records. There we go.
For anyone wondering, here in this series, we let the drivers choose their tires, and Hughes,
yes.
Yeah, they sponsor most of these cars, which I think a select few may have some good years, but for the most part, it's Heuser.
Yes. I've even seen somebody petition to get Firestone out there as a key sponsor for tires.
I believe Firestone turned down the offer first given by the FMRA.
Yeah.
They wanted to be the the main, and FMRA just wanted it to add to the choices.
Yeah, and they just couldn't reach an agreement.
The FMRA tries to put a lot of the racing back in the hands of the teams and the drivers instead of being in the hands of the FMRA.
And that's what we want. That's what the fans want. That's what the drivers want, owners want, and we're proving that in fact can work.
4 laps to go, and exactly, we still, there's still some things that are governed, obviously, and things that are checked, but everything can be made by the teams. They don't have to outsource anywhere. They don't have to wait for the FMRA to send them this or that. As long as they make it within the realms, which I believe is a wide scope from what I read. There's a lot of variations you can do, a lot of changes you can make to make like a chassis your own. I believe Billy Ray Dog races Aldridge Racing chassis, but if he chose, he could go make his own, and they could be a little different to the Aldridge Racing ones.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, that's always an option.
That's what we meant by main manufacturer. Ford has entrusted Aldridge Racing to be their main team to help the other drivers get their equipment and to manufacture a good majority of the equipment, but the teams can choose to make their own.
They could, and what the hell? Sorry about that. Just seen a huge flashing light.
3 laps to go. Go ahead.
It was nothing. ADHD kicking in. But yeah, we make the chassis for a majority of the 4 teams, if not everyone, and we appreciate the trust that Ford has put into Aldridge Racing to make the chassis.
Chassis and all the other parts done at Aldridge Racing headquarters. I believe motors and stuff also put together by Aldridge Racing, and just a bunch of key components that for Ford that has been entrusted to Aldridge Racing. And then I mean, the same goes down for other manufacturers and their main teams. Chevy entrusted Fat Money Racing, which makes majority of their parts for them for these racing teams that do run Chevy and so on and so forth.
And I'm sure Fat Money Racing has approached this the same way we did. We have an entrusted team. We have a team dedicated solely to making these parts for the other teams. So, I mean,
no bias can be done. 2 laps to go.
No bias can be done. Their sole purpose is to build engines, build chassis.
I don't know the inner workings of Fat Money Racing, so I can't really comment on how they run a business. As far as I know, they don't let too many teams into the shops to come get their equipment. They bring it all to them, kind of keeping a lot of hush on the Chevy operation there.
Well, Aldridge Racing does the same thing. You know, we'll mail it out to said teams to keep everything on the down low, as you said.
I mean, you can see all the marbles, as we call it, all the shredded tire all over the tracks, or all over the track in the different corners. And right now, Rich is starting to gain once again on Billy Ray Dog, but we're coming down to the white flag right here.
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough time to do it.
Christopher Rich started 9th. He is currently holding 2nd place.
Looks like we've had a lot of big movers today.
A lot of big movers today. You see guys who started in 15th now in 6th. That is Chris Gamble, who's made his way forward that much. Billy Ray Dog, though, constant. I think he's the one person who hasn't lost or changed positions.
He has not.
Mike Storm being the other. who's still in 23rd.
I mean, yeah, Billy had a plan and he's executed it to the fullest. And he said, "Holla, boys, see you later."
Right here, Billy Ray Dog proving a lot. I think he even had some doubt himself.
Well, as he's coming to the checkered flag, all doubt is gone now.
And Billy Ray Dog goes from pole to checkered flag. Let's go ahead and run this order. Billy Ray Dog in first. 59 of Christopher Rich in second. You got third, Joseph Robinson. In fourth, you got Barry Sternparts Jr. We got the 6'11 of Corey Gamble in fifth. Chris Gamble, 93 in sixth. You got the 7'10 of Chronic High in seventh. You got the 1 of Rory Thompson in eighth, and then the 7 of Christian Gunn in ninth. You got the 007 of Chris Chaos in 10th. You got Jeremy Stellhorn in the 27 in 11th. The 21 of Jack Bad in 12th. We got Triple C in the 15 and 13th. Do you want to see where your driver ended up? Go ahead, pause, and read the screen, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Good job, Billy Ray Dog, by the way. Great race.